Hello student, I am Sonali Tayade, Assistant Professor of Zoology. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about the structure of human heart. Human heart, it is a pumping organ of our body. It is hollow and conical in structure. It is situated in the rib cage. It is protected by the rib and vertebral column. Its narrow apex is directed downward, while its broad base is directed upward. It is present inside the thin transparent sac called as pericardium. The pericardium is made up of two layers, and the space between this layer is filled with the pericardial fluid. The pericardium and pericardial fluid protect the heart from any mechanical shock. The human cardiovascular system consists of two circuits, pulmonary circuit and systemic circuit. Pulmonary circuit, the function of pulmonary circuit is to transport the deoxygenated blood to the alveoli of the lung for purification, for the exchange of gases, while the sole function of systemic circuit is to transport the oxygenated blood to the each and every organ, tissue and cell of our body. Let's see about the structure of human heart. Human heart is made up of four chambers, two auricle or atrium and two ventricle. So auricle, right auricle and the right ventricle consist of deoxygenated blood. Left auricle and the left ventricle consist of oxygenated blood. These two right and left atrium is separated from interauricular septum, and two right ventricle and the left ventricle are separated from interventricular septum, so that the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood will not mix. Right auricle receives the deoxygenated blood from superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava collect the deoxygenated blood from upper part of the body, for example, head and neck, while the inferior vena cava receives the deoxygenated blood from lower part of the body, that is leg, hands and abdomen, and the coronary vein transport the deoxygenated blood of wall of the heart into this right atrium. Now this blood which is present in the right atrium, which is collected from superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary vein, is transported to the right ventricle through this wall called as tricuspid wall. This tricuspid wall prevent the backflow of blood from right ventricle to the right atrium. Now the blood, deoxygenated blood which is present in the right ventricle, is pumped through this pulmonary aorta to the lungs. The pulmonary aorta, when come outside the heart, it is bifurcate into the two pulmonary artery, right pulmonary artery and the left pulmonary artery, which transport the deoxygenated blood towards the right and left lung for the purification. This pulmonary artery, it is an exceptional artery, as we know that artery always carry oxygenated blood, but this pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood. Now now we will focus on the left side. So left atrium collect the oxygenated blood from the pulmonary vein. Four pulmonary vein, two from each left and right lungs, transport the oxygenated blood to the left atrium. Left atrium transport this oxygenated blood to the left ventricle, and the wall which is present here called as bicuspid wall or mitral wall, which prevent the backflow of blood from ventricle to the atrium. Now left ventricle transport this oxygenated blood through this large aorta to the each and every body part of our body. The pulmonary aorta, and this aorta has a wall called as semilunar wall, so that the backflow of blood is prevented. The right atrium is thinner as compared to the ventricle, but the left ventricle is the thickest as compared to the right ventricle, because right ventricle has to carry the blood, the oxygenated blood, only to the lungs, while the left ventricle has to pump the O2 containing blood to the each and every part of our body. So This is all about the structure of heart. Thank you for watching.